Hi, I'm delighted to be speaking to you today as part of the National Autism Strategy Conference. Firstly, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Emma Walker and I'm the Regional Manager for Auticon Scotland. But more importantly, I'm the mother of an autistic son. My son's now 25, so I've witnessed firsthand many of the struggles and challenges he's faced along the way, but also his amazing skills and abilities. Kyle's like so many other autistic people out there. They have so much to offer, but just need that little bit of support to enable them to reach their full potential. I'm very proud to be part of a nation that has a national strategy for autism and is thinking proactively about autism. So, let me tell you a little bit about Auticon and how we support talented autistic adults. Auticon is essentially an IT consultancy with a couple of major differences. Firstly, all of our employees, without exception, are autistic. And secondly, we're a social enterprise. Now, Auticon started in Berlin in 2011 by a father with an autistic son. His son had a keen interest and talent in IT, but couldn't find employment, so Auticon was born. And since 2011, we've expanded all over the world. We've now got 5 offices in Germany. We're also in France, Italy, Switzerland, America, Canada, Australia, and of course, the UK. Auticon opened its London office in 2016, and a Scottish office opened in March last year, with RBS as a launch partner. We now have close to 300 employees across the globe working in 16 offices. And out of this, more than 200 of our employees are autistic. The non-autistic employees all work in back office functions. And last year, we worked on more than 270 IT projects with excellent feedback and results. Now, I mentioned we are a social enterprise. The social issue we're trying to address is the fact that only 16% of autistic adults are in full-time employment, although 77% say they would actually like to work. About 1 in 100 people in the UK are thought to be autistic, with that number increasing to 15% when you take into account all neurodiverse conditions. So many are missing out despite being highly intelligent, qualified, and keen to work. Auticon's core mission is to significantly improve the employment prospects of autistic adults in the territories in which we operate. And we do this by firstly providing high-quality careers for skilled autistic adults. Then secondly, we place our consultants into client teams. The teams then see the benefits the consultant brings in terms of their skills and abilities and their different way of thinking. This then shifts their perception about autism. And thirdly, we believe that this shift in perception acts as a catalyst for organisations to bring more neurodiversity into the wider workforce. So the benefits of working with Auticon are huge. For our employees, we increase their chances of leading fulfilling careers that utilise their strengths. This gives them financial independence and a better quality of life. And for society, there's currently a well-recognised skills gap in the IT industry, which we help to reduce by providing some of the well-sought-after skills. We helped to lower a very high unemployment rate in the UK within the neurodivergent community. We provide genuine inclusion and diversity by helping neurodivergent teams to work together successfully. Now, the consultancy side of our business is well established, but we are determined to make a bigger impact. So we want to share our experience of attracting, recruiting, onboarding and retaining neurodiverse talent with businesses so that they can attract, recruit and retain their own neurodiverse talent. To do this, we applied for and secured funding from the Scottish Government's Increasing the Understanding of Autism programme, with our focus being on employment. The programme's aim is to make Scotland a more accessible, inclusive and understanding place for autistic people to learn, work and live, and increase understanding and acceptance of autism and autistic people among the neurotypical population. The focus of our Autism Advisory Service is to be a catalyst for change that benefits neurodivergent people. We aim to work with organisations to increase their understanding and acceptance of autism and make the workplace more inclusive. Now, our advisory service works right across the full employment life cycle. And by supporting businesses to thrive at employing and supporting neurodiverse talent, we can achieve our mission, which is to reduce the unemployment rate among the neurodiverse community and be a catalyst for change in the businesses we advise. Underpinning the entire employment life cycle is enabling existing and future employees to feel comfortable to disclose their condition and being supported even if they don't. We work with organisations to review their existing processes and structures and then provide theoretical knowledge so that organisations understand how they either work or don't work for neurodivergent employees. This way they'll learn about individual conditions and possible scenarios. We then make recommendations to adapt, improve, or even create new processes, structures and resources to better support both neurodivergent employees and also their managers and teams. This approach is taken because we understand that every business is different, just the same way that every individual is. We don't provide a generalist approach because that would not be inclusive for the majority of neurodivergent people. It wouldn't necessarily work for every business. In fact, this approach would be making assumptions based on stereotypes rather than listening to the support needs and strengths of each individual team and business. There are also a variety of hurdles that could prevent organisations from implementing some of our suggestions. So we want to ensure that we provide multiple options so organisations can choose what will work best for them at the right time to move them closer to being a fully inclusive workplace. We support organisations to adjust, create and deliver processes across the entire employment life cycle with neurodiverse conditions in mind. We approach our services with flexibility and adaptability for both the business and the neurodiverse individuals. We want to understand what organisations already do, what they do well as improvement areas that we could help them with. We engage with the organisation's neurodiverse employees, helping them to feel a part of the process, embracing #NothingAboutUs without us, which they will all be familiar with. We also like to have Auticon consultants working in the organisations, as they can also give us their first-hand lived experience of the recruitment and onboarding process, which we feed into our recommendations. There's not a one-size-fits-all for neurodiverse people or businesses, which is why we do not make blanket recommendations, but tailor our advice to an organisation's existing culture and processes. There will be various processes that exist, or possibly don't exist, across each stage of the employment life cycle that will be having an impact on any existing or even future neurodiverse employees and inclusivity. We will work with organisations by reviewing these and providing feedback. In addition to the review process, we also initiate a training programme about neurodiversity so organisations can really understand what it is and also what it isn't, and they can then focus on this in their workplace. We do this as a train-the-trainer approach, so the knowledge acquired can be rolled out across the wider organisation by the initial group that received the training. Again, the training is specific for each organisation we work with, as every organisation is different. So Auticon embraced the strapline, Different Minds, One Scotland. We will continue our mission in Scotland to educate organisations about the enormous benefits of working with the amazing different minds of our consultants and other neurodiverse individuals, and help them to make their workplace more inclusive. Thank you.